All right. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. All right, man. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hum Day. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be watching on this special live stream of Into the Squared Circle podcast, where we talk about all things of professional wrestling, of course, on this special episode. Well, we're going to talk about WWE Elimination Chamber. It's really kicking off already, man. It's this Saturday, this weekend, man. And here we are, man. And, man, thank you very much for joining me. If you're working, maybe you're home, and maybe you decided to call off and say, fuck it, I'm not going to work today. Whatever it may be, man, give me a follow, subscribe right here on social media, Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok as well. And share with your friends as always, as we are broadcasting live on X, Twitch, on YouTube. So thank you very much for watching as always. And, man, what are we going to talk about this morning? There's a lot of things we're going to talk about here, man. So a couple of things we're going to talk about here on the live stream. Of course, answers. We got a lot of answers from a lot of questions I talked about my previous live stream from this past Monday, or this past weekend, I should say. Now, this past Monday on Raw, we had a lot of things getting ready, set up for WrestleMania. And, you know, one of the things I said this past weekend from my previous live stream, I said, what's next for Liv Morgan? We got an answer from that this past Monday. Brock Lesnar showed up. Guess what? We got some of a partial answer from this past Monday. I had to wait and see on that. And this past Monday in Raw, we had a fantastic tribute to AJ Styles, which I thought was a very beautiful thing. I enjoyed the hell out of the Monday Night Raw tribute to AJ Styles, which I thought was fantastic, of course. And everything here this past Monday also going to give us right into this coming Saturday on the west side of the Windy City, the United Center WWE Elimination Chambers, and that's going to be a loaded up show. Of course, I'm going to share the screen with you guys, some of the graphics, setting us up for the men's and women's Elimination Chamber as well. So a lot of stuff to talk about here on the show. As I mentioned, give me a follow and subscribe right here on social media if you're watching live. Thank you very much for spending your Wednesday morning / afternoon right here and Into the Squared Circle podcast. As I mentioned, it's a podcast. Scan the QR code right above me. Take the podcast to go. Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, all you have to do is type in Into the Squared Circle podcast. All right. Now we got that piece of business out the way. Let's start with Monday Night Raw. Everything starts on Monday Night Raw. Some things will lead into, I don't know, this coming Saturday. So, some of the answers. What's some answers we received this past Monday that will answer some of the questions us fans been talking about? Number one, Liv Morgan. Now, as I mentioned this past weekend, I wasn't sure what she's planning on doing. This past Monday on Raw, she decided, okay, I'm going to come after Stephanie Vaquer. All right? Now we got an answer. She had a choice between Stephanie Vaquer or Jade Cargill? Well, she decided to go for Stephanie Becker. She managed to clock her on Monday Night Raw. And, well, we got ourselves a Women's Championship match going down to WrestleMania. What day? Who knows? Night 1, night 2, whatever WWE decides. That being said, Jade Cargill, she has an open hot date at WrestleMania. Who's going to come after her? Well, the answer is this coming Saturday, Elimination Chambers for the women's Elimination Chambers match. Okay? So, we got those two pieces of business right there. We got an answer right off the bat. And, yeah, man, things are getting dialed in for WrestleMania. Right now is the time to get things dialed in, get stories built, and hey, we got at least some things moving in the right direction, right? Right. So that being said, we got the Women's Championship, at least one of them set in stone for WrestleMania. We got one more we're still waiting on, determining this coming Saturday, Elimination Chambers. Another thing that I mentioned in the intro here is Brock Lesnar. Yeah, Brock Lesnar decided to show up on Monday Night Raw this past Monday. Of course, Paul Heyman came out as his talking piece. That being said, Paul Heyman pretty much laid out the whole locker room notice backstage that, hey, we have an open challenge for Brock Lesnar. Here's the dates of where Brock Lesnar is going to be at. Now, I don't have the physical dates in front of me, but we got some. New York was in part of the list of the road to WrestleMania. So if anyone's tough enough backstage, anyone has the balls to come out and face Brock Lesnar, well, now is your chance to do it, right? Now, I'm not sure if this is a weekly open challenge or this is a WrestleMania challenge. Someone's going to come out and step up and face Brock at Mania. We'll have to wait and see who's going to be a lucky son of a bitch who's going to step up to the plate. It's a big task. But it's going to be an interesting one. Do you have a guess? Who's going to face Brock Lesnar? Maybe at Mania. You know, Oba Femi, that'd be a great one. Rusev. I don't know. We need a big guy, right? He's got to stand toe-to-toe against Brock Lesnar. Anyway, there's that. Another piece of business. Answers. Fans been clamoring. What's next for Brock Lesnar? Now, maybe this week can play a role into Brock Lesnar's schedule. Maybe someone will get pissed off. Who knows, right? Fans are clamoring LA Knight versus Brock Lesnar. I'll save my thoughts for that momentarily. So that being said, we got that piece of business out the way. Another thing, fans been kind of trying to figure out here. Rumors, false stories going around. AJ Styles. Remember back at the Royal Rumble, AJ Styles lost his match? Pretty much indicated to everyone around the world that that's it, man. Gunther beat me. I'm officially retired. And he was standing in the middle of the squared circle. He was attempting to pull his gloves off his hands. And as he slid them off, he decided to put them right back on. Strapped them back on. Left the ring. Now, fans have been speculating the past couple of weeks. He's going to TNA. He's going to AEW. All right. Well, AJ Styles gave us a really, really good answer this past Monday on Raw. And I kind of agree with the man. Why didn't I think about this? Something simple. Something more obvious, right? AJ Styles came out, cut just a passionate promo or speech. It's not a promo, it's a speech. Thanking everyone. Thanking Samoa Joe, Christopher Jan Daniels, right? Who's over there in AEW. Thanking all the TNA crew that was part of his history, which was great to see. The Good Brothers, right? Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows and the Bullet Club reunion, which is kind of cool to see. We had Frankie Kazarian. We had The Abyss. There was something that got me giddy up like a kid. Chris Parks dressed up like The Abyss. That was cool. That was cool. And look, man, we got all the TNA originals. Jeremy Borash was there, of course, working backstage. Bobby Roode, who works backstage, was there. You know, it was really cool to see all the TNA OGs to celebrate the career of AJ Styles this past Monday. It was a very beautiful thing, man. And you know, for at least for me as a fan, you know, I was grateful enough to see AJ Styles through TNA, through WWE, and look, man, I'm grateful to see AJ Styles, and you know, to see him live, man. I'm very grateful as a fan, and I'm very proud of him as a fan. And you know, I'm just very grateful that we have the opportunity to see AJ Styles perform in the WWE, which we weren't sure. You know, I mean, how long is he gonna be on TNA? TNA went downhill. People started leaving. AJ Styles went to join the Bullet Club once the New Japan Pro Wrestling. Um, from there, joined the WWE. So, as a fan, I'm very grateful. I'm very happy, and this is a big night for him because not only he had a massive night when it comes to WWE's tribute, of course, in Atlanta, Georgia, but he also told the world the reason why he kept his gloves. And the reason why he kept his gloves is because he wants his gloves be taken off in Atlanta, Georgia. Not in the middle of Saudi Arabia. He wants to take his gloves off in the middle of Atlanta, Georgia.
All right. So it was very special, man. It was a very special speech. I enjoyed it. And you know what, man? It's just. By the way, we'll get to I guess allegedly it was a surprise at the very end of Monday Night Raw that the Undertaker came out. And if you notice, the Undertaker has always been that, you know, digging souls and digging holes and taking your souls. And now Undertaker's the, you know, I don't know what to say about that. I guess he is your ambassador for the Hall of Fame. So if you're planning on being in the Hall of Fame, expect the Undertaker to roll up. Excuse me. And you see right there, Undertaker came out, you know, surprised him, AJ Styles, that is, his family, and the fans around the world. He is a first ballot Hall of Famer, man. He is entering the 2026 Hall of Fame. So, right off the bat, well deserved, right? AJ Styles definitely belongs in the Hall of Fame. And you know what, man? I am very proud of him as a fan. And again, grateful. I'm using that word numerous times on this live stream. I'm very grateful to have AJ Styles perform for our happy asses. So, you know, congratulations to AJ Styles. And big year for him. And WrestleMania Hall of Fame 2026 could be big. And we'll have to wait and see what's the rest of the lineup's going to be. I mean, who else are they going to induct into the Hall of Fame of the WWE? So there we go. AJ Styles, the official 2026 first inductee to the WWE Hall of Fame. So very cool, man. Very cool. All right, man. So let's now switch over to WWE Elimination Chambers. All right. So what are we going to go through first here? Well, we got an option to go through either the men's or the women's elimination. To start off here, the preview is a prediction. And the first thing on the list here is the men's elimination chambers. Now, if you're watching live right now on the live stream, thank you very much for watching on this Wednesday special live afternoon edition of Into the Squared Circle podcast. Give me a follow and a subscribe here. And that right there you see on the screen, Elimination Chambers men's lineup, which is going down this coming Saturday at the beautiful United Center on the west side of the Windy City. I know CM Punk is making his TV go-arounds here in the Chicagoland area. Channel 9, WGN, picked up CM Punk. He had an in-studio visit. I know WGN's been going through a lot of shit lately this past couple of days with, a big layoff, firing a couple people, which sucks. But they managed to pick up CM Punk this morning for a live television interview. So it's good to see CM Punk on local Chicago news. So there we go. So here we go. There's your 6 guys lined up, lock and loaded for the men's WWE Elimination Chamber here. We got LA Knight. Yeah. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. RKO, Randy Orton. Whoop That Trick Williams. Mr. Bouncy himself, Javon Evans. And Mr. Yeet Master himself, Jey Uso. 6 guys loaded up, ready to rock and roll this coming Saturday at the United Center, the Madhouse on Madison, the home of the Chicago Bulls, the homes of the Chicago Blackhawks. That's right, man. Excuse me, still trying to battle this little cold I have here, but bear with me. But here we are, man. If there's anything going to treat my cold here, is this fine Elimination Chambers lineup from the men's. Now, who's going to walk away as a big fat winner? Who's going to go to WrestleMania? It's going to face Drew McIntyre for the WWE Undisputed Champion. All right? Who's going to walk away? Go to WrestleMania. What are your opinions? Who do you think's going to go to WrestleMania and face Drew McIntyre? Well, there's 3 guys on his list. I think there's about an 80%, 90% chance. Now, here's my 3 picks. LA Knight? Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. LA Knight got a maybe, I don't know, 80%, 90%. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, 2 times WWE Undisputed World Champion. Absolutely. Contender. Randy Orton, numerous World Championship resume history. Absolutely. Trick Williams. He's a guy you definitely want to watch this coming Saturday. I'm a big fan of his. That charisma, hardworking. But him as a world champion, not just yet. Will Trick Williams become the Elimination Chambers winner this coming Saturday? Probably not. Well, about Mr. Bouncy himself, Javon Evans. He's a guy I definitely will love to see in the chamber. He's gonna be he's definitely gonna be bouncy, man. Jumping off the pods, climbing up the cage. I think Javon Evans can be special to watch. I'm looking forward to see his in-ring capability inside of the Elimination Chamber. Now, could Javon Evans win the Elimination Chamber? Not, most likely not. Now, could Jey Uso, who is a former world champion? Okay, maybe. But the 3 guys I'm looking at, it's going to be these 3 guys right here. Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and LA Knight. Those are the 3 guys I'm trying to shoot for. Now, if you're going to ask me, gee, who's going to be the winner? If you had to pick one, If you had to close your eyes and pick one, who's going to be a big fat winner this coming Saturday at the Elimination Chambers? And this one may surprise some people. Some people may disagree with me. And I'm gonna go for the underdog here, man. I'm gonna shoot for the hip right here. And boy, I hope I'm right. I'm gonna cash all my chips in. I'm gonna put all my money on the bet here. I think me as a fan of dipshit in the basement. I think LA Knight's gonna win Elimination Chamber this weekend. It has to be done. It has to be. They missed the boat on LA Knight numerous times. They have to do something here, right? We know the history between LA Knight and Drew McIntyre. We know the history of not CM Punk. Well, we did. I mean, CM Punk does has a history with Drew, but Cody Rhodes has a history with Drew as well. But I don't know, man. I something tells me LA Knight's going to win this match. Now, LA Knight's my number one pick. Cody Rhodes is going to be most likely my second pick. Randy Orton's going to be my third pick. Jey Uso's going to be my fourth pick. Now, do you foresee happen, Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre WrestleMania? I don't know. Do you see Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre? Potentially. Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre WrestleMania? There's a high likelihood that could happen. LA Knight and Drew McIntyre? I think so as well. So, and I know there's LA Knight in the vision, right? Which we've been seeing the past couple of weeks, him getting involved here. Maybe there's a different plans for LA Knight going to WrestleMania. But God, I hope they push the hell out of him. But I think LA Knight's could be my pick. And worst come to worst, Cody Rhodes, second pick here. So that's my personal preference. So there we go. Your men's WWE Elimination Chamber lineup for this coming Saturday. Now let's cruise on over to the women's Elimination Chamber here. Lock and loaded, ready to fly this coming Saturday. Let's take a look at it. 6 ladies ready to rock and roll this coming Saturday. We got Tiffany Stratton, Mommy, right? Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, not Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss. I'm sure when my brain went there for a second. Raquel Rodriguez, Asuka, and Kiana James, which I was quite surprised. So, we got a whopping 6 ladies right there. This applies just like the men's. I see 3 ladies that have potential to walk away this coming Saturday as the women's Elimination Chambers winner. Can you take a guess which 3 ladies I'm aiming for? Now, Kiana James, I was quite surprised she made it through. She's in it. What's the odds like of her winning it? Oh, man, 1 in the billion, maybe a 10% chance. I'm sorry, man. I don't foresee her winning the women's chamber match this Saturday. Asuka? All right, maybe 40% chance. Former world champion. Okay, I can see that happening. Alexa Bliss? 20% chance. I don't think so. Now, you kind of figure out my 3 ladies here. I'm kind of aiming for her. Raquel Rodriguez, she is the one to watch this coming Saturday. Raquel is the person. I think maybe she has a 70% chance of winning. 70% chance. She is my third choice. My second choice, leave it on to the two ladies to the bottom right corner. I think Tiffany Stratton, who's a former world champion, she has probably an 80 to 85% chance of winning this. Do you see yourself having a WrestleMania match between Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton? That's a potential, man. It's a potential. But my number one pick, and I'm going to go for her, I'm cashing all my chips and all my money on her. And it's Mrs. Mommy herself, Rhea Ripley. She's got to be my pick. And I could see Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill. Man, that is going to be sexy right there. Now, I'm not sure if these ladies faced off each other in the past, right? I don't remember. But, man, Rhea Ripley, Jade Cargill. Ooh, boy, that's going to be a hell of a WrestleMania match. I want to see it. I'll put money on it, man. I'll pay a ticket to see those ladies fight alone. So I think my personal opinions, my personal pick, Rhea Ripley is going to become the women's Elimination Chamber winner. My personal pick. All right? Very good. So now let's exit from here. And let's head on over to the final two matches, a whopping 4-card match for Elimination Chamber this coming Saturday. And let's go to my favorite website of all time, the most honest website that fans go and flock to, Wikipedia.com. And here are the final two matches here. Highlighted. Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship right here. All right. Hometown show for AJ Lee. Big time match for Becky Lynch. High pressure. She is in enemy territory. Hot crowd. Question is, could Becky Lynch retain? Or could AJ Lee dethrone Becky Lynch this coming Saturday in Chicago? This could be a big, massive party, man, if AJ Lee becomes Intercontinental Champion. Or could Becky Lynch roll away and dethrone and destroy AJ Styles? And not AJ Styles, AJ Lee. Maybe lead something up to WrestleMania. Who knows? Who knows? But man, I'm going ballsy here. I'm going ballsy here, man. I'm going risque here. I think Becky Lynch is going to walk away and retain. Me being a Chicago guy, loving CM Punk, loving AJ Lee, but I think Becky's going to win. That's my personal pick. I could be wrong, but I think Becky's going to retain. All right. Last match, maybe a potential main event, maybe not. Chicago's very own CM Punk is going to put his World Heavyweight Championship on the line against Ireland's finest Finn Balor. A part 2 of a championship match series here. Of course, the first part happened in Finn Balor's home turf of Ireland. Now this match is coming over to Chi-Town, the United Center, west side of the Windy City this coming Saturday. Who's going to walk away? What if Finn Balor does win this match? What if Finn Balor becomes the new World Heavyweight Champion? Then that would make a Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns? Or maybe Roman Reigns changes his mind. He said, forget it. Give me Drew McIntyre. I don't know. But I don't see Finn Balor walking away as world champion. It's going to be a hard-hitting match for sure. But most likely CM Punk's going to retain. They already teased as a Roman Reigns versus CM Punk at WrestleMania. Why take it away now? So, CM Punk is most likely going to retain right here in Chicago. My personal pick. So there we go, man. All 4 matches, previous prediction. As I predicted the men's elimination chamber, LA Knight, my personal pick. My women's elimination chamber, Rhea Ripley. Intercontinental Championship match, Becky Lynch is going to retain. And for the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk. It's my pick for this coming Saturday. So those are my individual picks for this coming Saturday Elimination Chamber, which is going to be going down, as I mentioned, live at the United Center, live on ESPN+. All right, that is it. Wrapped up on a special live stream afternoon edition right here at Into the Squared Circle podcast. Thank you for watching, as always, supporting the show. Well, next time I'll talk to you, post-elimination chambers. Tonight, AEW Dynamite is going down. I think they're in Denver, I believe. So I'll be watching, of course. And, yeah, that is it, man. We're on the road to Elimination Chamber this coming Saturday. All right, my friends, I'll talk to you guys on the flip side of the Chamber weekend. Stay tuned right here and Into the Squared Circle podcast. Give me a follow and a subscribe. As always, thank you for watching. Be safe. Have a great rest of your week. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Horns up. Stay heavy. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye, everybody.